In this video, we'll dive into an essential topic for travelers with a South African passport: understanding visa requirements. South Africans enjoy visa-free access to several countries worldwide, but there are still destinations where obtaining a visa is mandatory before you can exploit their wonders. Knowing this information can save you time, money, and hassle when planning your next trip. So stick around as we break down the 10 countries South Africa cannot visit without a visa, providing all the crucial details you need to know. But before we do so, you are welcome and welcome back to this channel. I'm Teresa, and if you are new here, consider subscribing. Don't forget to turn on post notification because that will notify you whenever we drop new content on this channel. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and share. So before jumping into the list, let's quickly address why visa restrictions exist. Visas are official documents issued by a country to control and monitor entry. These regulations ensure security, manage tourism, and sometimes foster stronger bilateral relations. Visa requirements often depend on a country's diplomatic agreements, immigration policies, and economic considerations. Unfortunately, even with a relatively strong passport ranking, South Africans still face visa restrictions in certain destinations. Our first country is none other than the United States. South Africans dreaming of visiting iconic landmarks like the Statue of Liberty or the Grand Canyon must secure a tourist visa. The process involves filling out the DAS I-60 form, paying the application fee, and attending an in-person interview at the US Embassy or consulate. The US visa process is rigorous, and applicants must provide evidence of strong ties to South Africa, such as employment, property, or family, to prove they intend to return after their visit. The UK is another country South Africans cannot enter without a visa. Whether you are visiting London's Tower Bridge, Scotland Islands, or Wales' rugged coastlines, a standard visitor visa is required. This visa allows you to stay up to 6 months and involves an online application, supporting documents, and biometric data submission. Ensure your application highlights the purpose of your trip and sufficient funds to cover your stay. Canada, with its breathtaking natural beauty and diverse cities, requires South Africans to obtain a temporary resident visa. The application involves providing biometric data, travel history, and proof of financial stability. South Africans planning a trip to Niagara Falls or Banff National Park should allow sufficient time for processing, as Canadian visa approval can take weeks or even months. Australia's scenic landscapes and vibrant cities attract visitors worldwide, but South Africans need a visa before heading down under. The visitor visa allows South Africans to stay for up to 3, 6, or 12 months. This online application requires documents like proof of funds, travel itinerary, and personal identification. Australia also conducts health checks for certain applicants, so keep that in mind while planning. The Schengen areas consist of 27 European countries, including France, Germany, and Italy, and requires South Africans to obtain a Schengen visa. This visa grants access to all member countries for up to 90 days within a 180-day period. The application involves submitting an itinerary, accommodation bookings, and travel insurance. Ensure your documents are well prepared, as Schengen visas are among the most scrutinized. New Zealand, a land of stunning fjords and Maori culture, requires South Africans to apply for a visitor visa online. This process involves submitting biometrics, financial proof, and character references. Applicants must also demonstrate that they will leave the country after their visit. The visa process can take anywhere from 20 to 35 days, so plan your trip accordingly. Japan's unique blend of tradition and modernity makes it a bucket list destination for many travelers. South Africans need a tourist visa to explore cities like Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka. The application includes filling out a form, providing a detailed itinerary, and showing evidence of financial means. Japanese embassies usually require original documents, so be sure to prepare physical copies in advance. China, with its ancient heritage and modern marvels, is another destination requiring a visa for South Africans. Whether you plan to walk along the Great Wall or visit Shanghai skyline, you will need a Chinese tourist visa. The process includes submitting an invitation letter, if applicable, proof of accommodation, and round-trip flight tickets. Processing times can vary, so it's best to apply early. South Africans planning a trip to Russia must secure a tourist visa beforehand. This involves obtaining a visa support letter, that is invitation, completing an application, and submitting biometrics. Popular attractions like the Kremlin, Red Square, and St. Petersburg's Hermitage Museum are wait, but travelers should note that Russia's visa process can be complex and time-consuming. India's vibrant culture and historical landmarks like the Taj Mahal and Jaipur palaces require South Africans to apply for an e-tourist visa. This online process is relatively straightforward and typically involves submitting a digital photograph and passport scan. However, double-check all details as mistakes can delay processing or result in denial. Navigating visa applications can feel daunting, but here are some tips to make it smoother. One is to start early. Apply for your visa at least 3 months before your planned departure, and ensure all forms and documents adhere to the specific country's requirements. Consult a travel agent or visa service if you are not sure about any step, and provide accurate and truthful information to avoid complications. Lastly, prepare financial proof. Most countries require evidence that you can fund your trip independently. While visa requirements might seem like a hurdle, they are an essential part of international travel. Knowing which countries require visas and how to obtain them ensures a stress-free experience. We hope this guide has been helpful in your travel planning. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more travel tips and insights. Where are you planning to go next? Let us know in the comments below. Safe travels.